I normally greet any HD remake with the same scorn as everyone else, but I can't help but get excited for this one. It's Oddysee here for Nerf TV with our first bite of Abe's Oddysee, new and tasty. Back in 1997, thousands of gamers from around the world were glued to their TV screens as they guided an alien slave by the name of Abe to freedom. The game really defined the platforming puzzle adventure genre for console, mixing stealth mechanics like hiding in shadows and avoiding sightlines with a variety of puzzles and traps to overcome. It was a huge success. The story follows Abe, a slave janitor at Rapture Farms who's currently Employee of the Year. But Rapture Farms is in trouble. Their profits are falling and they have driven the creatures they use for food into extinction. While cleaning late one night, Abe chances upon a board meeting where he overhears that they plan to use the slaves as a new meat product. Abe flees from the facility, and I'll keep the next part spoiler free, but he discovers a great power and must go back to save his fellow people.
Now that would blow my mind.
The atmosphere is what really sold the first game, and it looks like they've lost none of that in its move to a world of HD. The music, the tension, the sweet but creepy nature of Abe, it's a wonderful mix that makes the game stand out above similar titles. And it's also important to note that this isn't just a remaster of the original, but it's built completely from scratch with the original as the blueprint for this game. Part of me really wants a new game from the Oddworld series. I mean, we haven't seen anything really new since 2005, even though there's constant rumour and speculation of what's in development. But I'm excited that a whole new generation of gamers is going to get to experience this classic game, but without necessarily thinking of it in a hipster or retro manner. Teenagers who were not even born when the original came out are going to get frustrated as they're ground into mush or fall to their deaths. They will feel that tension as they lurk in the shadows and try to save their friends. Oh, and of course the endless amusement of the fart button.
You. Hey there, Abe.
The mechanics and gameplay contain many of the classic and expected parts of any puzzle platformer, but Abe also brings his own kind of magic into the mix. By chanting, Abe is able to possess his enemies and use them to attack others, activate mechanisms, or simply self-destruct. Abe himself is very vulnerable and will die to any attacks, large falls or traps, and as a result possession is a very important way to pass each section of the game. However, Abe is never more vulnerable than when he's chanting, and upon death he will respawn at his last checkpoint. GameSpeak is the second most important feature, and this allows Abe to communicate with aliens within the game. He can say hello, ask them to follow him, stay put, or activate mechanisms. Some of them are easier to convince than others, but once they're following you, you must lead them to a portal so they can be freed. The different aliens you encounter will also have different mechanics. Some shoot ranged attacks, some roam in packs, and others just attack anyone they see. All of the mechanics allow for a great variety of challenges and obstacles to overcome, and avoid some of the repetitive nature that some platformers tend to have. So there isn't really a lot more I can talk about without filling this video with spoilers, and as a result this episode is shorter than normal, but I really wanted to share this game and I hope it resonates with a whole new generation of gamers just like it did with the original. I still want to see something new from Oddworld inhabitants, but for now this nostalgia kick will do, and hopefully if it's a success it will pave the way for some future games. I've been Oddysee and you've been watching Nerf TV. Stay tuned for loads of gaming content. Thanks for watching.
Hey there, Abe.